Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. So Gemini, I hope that you're doing well. I wanted to show you this beautiful rose quartz palm crystal that I have on my desk for this series of readings, because I just wanted to infuse the readings with an extension of love, gratitude, self-love to all of you. I just felt like the collective needed some warmth and beauty infused, and that's my wish for you. So I have that on the desk for these readings. I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies for this reading. It's a brand new deck that I bought, although it's not a new deck, it's just new to me. And the Tarot of Mystical Moments, which is a very special deck that I don't bring out often, because it's very special, and I have to be in a certain kind of energy to read with it, to interpret the imagery. But just felt like this series of readings needed a little extra push or a little extra love. Not sure. Not that I don't give love to all of my readings, but there's something about this series that needed something more. So I'm going to pull one energy, or one card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies for Gemini, please. Thank you. It's number 36, which reduces to a 9, which is the Hermit card, Virgo energy in the Major Arcana. And the words are seeing beyond. Seeing beyond. You would think that my eye would be drawn here first, but it's actually drawn to the eye because there's, you know, a star in that eye, and then a star where the third eye chakra is. This is really striking energy. It's almost, I almost want to say maybe you're a person that has very striking eyes. Certainly this would talk about a sixth sense, opening up your third eye chakra, allowing your gifts to come online, your psychic abilities, your psychic gifts, your clairaudience, your clairsentience, clairvoyance. Maybe that's something that you are encountering at this time, that just certain things, certain coincidences that are not coincidences or synchronicities seem to be happening, and they're happening at a larger and larger frequency, and you can't really understand it. You could be seeing number synchronicities, or maybe you have a very special Spirit just told me that maybe you and a passed away loved one shared a special symbol, or there was something that meant a lot to both of you, and now that that person is in spirit, maybe you're seeing that around and you're thinking of that passed away loved one. These are not coincidences, by the by. It's almost as if the veil is being lifted from you this time, Gemini. Could be hard for you. You know, you like to, it's not to say you're not an imaginative person, but you like to look at evidence. You like to look at the things that are in front of you. Yes, you can think in a multitude of ways, more so than the other air signs, that you can look at the breadth of something and see it from all angles. There could be something happening right now that just is falling outside of those usual parameters for you. With the Hermit energy, indeed, that talks about spiritual awakening. The Hermit retreats unto themselves to undergo ego death, to meditate, quiet the mind, to look at the things that they've been holding on to for too long, whether it's trauma, grudges, emotions, fixations. I just heard fixations. So let's see what the tarot has. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. Alrighty, 5 cards down, 1 more. And what a beautiful first card you got. Kind of confirming a lot already. 1 more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Spirit wanted me to look at the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles can talk about a very slow but solid message, an authentic message coming in from, I want to say, divine feminine energy. The Knights are, like, think of the Knights in the tarot as kind of teenager energy. They're a little impatient. They really want to come towards you to express themselves. How they express themselves may not be the most erudite. Like, it might not be the most sophisticated language. And I've never ever said that in all the years I've been reading tarot. I've never talked about the Knights this way, so it feels important. So it could be like a literal teenager coming to speak to you about something. Whatever it is that they have to say, it's very authentic. It's very from a place of integrity and genuine, a genuine place. It's interesting. In the past energy, this is tremendous. The number 2 card in the Major Arcana, High Priestess energy. Pisces represented here. This absolutely falls in line with this card, Seeing Beyond. The High Priestess sits at the veil. You can see here, the veil sits at the veil between worlds, between this world, the material world, and the psychic realm. Anytime you see water represented in the tarot, talks about the unconscious spiritual energies. High Priestess is notoriously mute. She says nothing but sees all. She can see everything. This is the kind of person that you walk into a room and you're simply observing, and through that act of simply observing, the entire energy of the room becomes very crystal clear. I think people don't realize, everyone has psychic ability, and I don't think people realize how powerful it can actually be to not say anything, but to exude presence. So I'm thinking of a very I just have to tell you, I'm feeling a dull pain right here, right next to my ear. Right now it's behind my ear, so I don't know if any of you are experiencing a pain. It could be connected to your jaw. I feel like that was for somebody, because that was not, I haven't felt that all day until just this moment. So I'm thinking of a very specific scenario, like a corporate scenario, or let's say you work an office job and everybody's called into a meeting. Some people feel obligated to say something in a meeting. It's just like, oh, if I don't say anything, then they're going to think I don't know anything. They're going to think that I'm not prepared. But the High Priestess takes a different approach. I've found myself in meetings such as this where I don't say much because I don't speak just to hear myself speak, but I will sit at the head of the table. So when I do actually say something, even if it's one sentence, everybody has to turn and face me. Now, that's been pretty deliberate, actually. One, that's a terrifying prospect, right? If you're not, I'm an introvert, so for me, things like that it's not always easy, but it's energy, right? Again, it's not about saying everything that you know, but it's about being present, observant, knowing, and intuitive. So this is something that you're discovering. This is in your past energy, and it's clarified by another major arcana card, the Judgment, number 20. This is powerhouse combo. I mean, all the major arcana cards are, but this seems like a really powerhouse combo, because it's as if, you know, are you answering the call of spirit, like your life's path, your life's blueprint? Why are we here, right? These are the eternal questions that the number 9, the Hermit card, would ask of themselves. You know, a person would say, what is my purpose of being in the earth school? What am I here to do? How am I here to help people? How am I here to be the best version of myself? And this card is in the upright, so it kind of speaks about you having this beautiful understanding now of what your purpose is and pursuing it, right? Seeing beyond. It's good to be in the present moment, but if we can start in the present and then see beyond, kind of unstoppable. Really, really unstoppable, because when you sit in the present moment in meditation, but you also wish to manifest, you have a place of grounding in the present, but then you can catapult yourself into a future tense. So let's say, you know, I was just speaking to a very beautiful, intuitive, medium, artist, clairvoyant. She's everything. I scry with Steph. If you don't know who she is, she's on YouTube. I scry with Steph, and she's tremendous. And I was talking to her yesterday about her YouTube channel and my YouTube channel, and you know, how we found each other, how we came upon our spiritual awakenings, and you know, this beautiful, beautiful conversation. It's just a tremendously beautiful human. But we were thinking about the future, right? And I told her, yeah, you know, I just started out on YouTube, but I want to reach X amount of subscribers. And she let out an audible whoa. You know, she let it like, and I said, yeah, you know, I don't read tarot to predict the future. I read tarot to see a possibility. I can't read the future. Maybe other people can, but I can't do that. I'm looking intuitively at the cards to read the energies in the present moment. But if I'm trying to manifest, then it's kind of like, let's think big for ourselves, because who else is going to do it? And so I kind of see you doing that. It's just like understanding why you're here, what your purpose is. Or if you don't have that under lock, maybe it's just you found a path to follow. And then where can we take it? Where can I go? How far can I go on this path? So it's really, I feel your energy is very ambitious in the past energy, like you figured your stuff out, which is really nice, you know? Look, interesting. The Lover's card, Major Arcana number 6, Gemini energy. You showed up in your own reading, but you showed up in reverse. This is the clarifier for the past energy. This is, the Spirit just gave it to me, lickety-split. You're stepping away from a version of yourself, that a narrative of yourself that it no longer applies. You are no longer the Gemini that you used to be, the person that you used to be. You're stepping into a new phase. And sometimes a spirit will give other cards to indicate that, like 3 of Wands or the World card, or, you know, but it's so potent because it's your card. It's the Gemini card. The Lovers can talk about divine partnership. So maybe there's a partnership that you are saying goodbye to, a friendship. That's just, it doesn't apply to everybody, but that is a possibility. But I more see this as you rewriting the narrative of who you are. And in the present energy, it's like the whole world is open to you, but right now you find yourself kind of juggling things. Like, let's say there is a new passion project or a new hobby or a new job or something that you are now pursuing that's kind of stretching your comfort zone, but you find yourself juggling a lot of responsibilities. So for example, you know, I have very to say my day job is demanding. It's intense. It's intense, and I'm very grateful for it. But it's my main source of income, right? So I have to devote a huge chunk of my time to my day job. But this YouTube arena is also like a second job. So I've had to multitask. And when you're looking at things that are your life purpose, it can be kind of difficult at first to navigate how much time you spend on certain things because you're so eager and excited to follow this path. But you may have other responsibilities that you can't just, you know, leave by the wayside and say, okay, I don't care about you anymore. I mean, you could, but then you deal with the ramifications of that, and that's not really who you are. You're a responsible person. So you find yourself kind of teeter-tottering, and it's a balancing act, right? 6 of Cups in the reverse. It's, like I said, that the 6 of Cups is looking back to the past with nostalgia and fondness. We look back to the past to see what we've learned, to see where we've come from. You're no longer doing that, right? Just like with this card, the Lover's card. You're rewriting the narrative. You're letting go of an old narrative. Let's see. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups in the reverse, please. Star energy in the reverse. This is Aquarius energy, so a fellow air sign. The star in the Major Arcana, number 17, talks about wish fulfillment and healing. And Spirit is drawing my attention to the fact that this looks like the Taj Mahal in India. What was the Taj Mahal all about? Wasn't it the man who built the Taj Mahal did it to honor his late wife? I think I read that somewhere. Don't quote me on it, but I feel like it's true. So Remember I was talking about passed away loved one in the beginning with your seeing beyond card, that maybe you are seeing things, symbols of a passed away loved one cropping up in your life. Maybe you're seeing their actual name. Take it as it resonates, but Spirit wanted me to call your attention to the fact that the Taj Mahal was likely built in someone's honor. So this card is in reverse though, and it does talk about healing, so there could be something that you are still grappling with in the present energy that you are still trying to navigate. Hasn't quite left you yet. Feels kind of heavy. Because in the future potential, 10 of Swords in the reverse. I believe this is also Gemini energy. 10 of Swords talks about really intense disappointment and kind of mental struggle. You can see here all of these are kind of represented by sewing needles or knitting needles, the swords, which then also reference the idea of mending. So there is a sense of mending here, but when the card is in reverse, it's still difficult for you to let go. There's like very specific themes in your reading of letting go. Letting go of someone, letting go of a past version of yourself. It's important because in order to access this kind of intuitive energy, the mind has to be very quiet, or at least in a settled space, so that you can commune with spirit. Because if your mind is busy, if your mind is racing, if you have a lot of distractions, whatever they may be, how is spirit going to speak to you? Because you're not going to see it. Think about that same kind of boardroom meeting situation that I was talking about in the beginning, where if everybody is chitter-chattering amongst themselves and being distraction and whatever, no one can focus. The message will not be heard if everybody's having a side conversation, which sometimes happens in meetings like that, right? Everybody's got their little side conversations. It's just like, shut up, you know? Everybody just, let's pay attention to the person whose turn it is to speak. What if it's spirit's turn to speak? Are you going to be in the place to receive? It's difficult when you're dealing with worry like this. Six of Pentacles, clarifying that. Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take, reciprocity. And I will point out to you 666 in your reading. Not a coincidence. And contrary to popular belief, 666 is not an evil number. It's actually a number of victory in the tarot. Imagine this as spirit wanting to pour into your cup. It's a pentacle card, but wanting to give you opportunities, right? So spirit, here's spirit trying to come in, and you are what's the word that I want to use? Preoccupied. Cannot make it up. Six of Wands. That's 4 sixes in your reading. That hasn't happened for anybody else. Want to talk about how spirit speaks? This is example number 1 in numbers. Maybe you've been seeing sixes everywhere. 6 of Wands talks about victory. It talks about accolades, awards, promotion, public recognition. This is tremendous. This is beautiful. This is the nectar, right, that awaits you if only you could give this new version of you the chance that it deserves. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.